Welcome to episode 36 of Sports Talk with BT and Suvi.
That's us.
Yes, that is us. Sorry, guys, I'm having
Yeah,
it's
BT.
amateur hour here.
Amateur right now. We got a jam-packed episode today. First, we'll be talking about the
NFC East, which BT is currently going back and
Yeah, since I
editing the
changed back to
schedule
my
because he's
normal setup.
very rookie. He's a rookie when it comes to this stuff.
You know
guys.
what? You know what? I had to go back.
Then
We'll go to college football where BT is previewing Ole Miss and Michigan.
Okay. We're ready to start. We don't gotta go over the whole
there you
scoreboard.
go. I was just trying to stall while he was trying to fix it. So
Okay, I guess we'll start off with the Jets here. We have them at 5-0 currently.
the Jets, Jets, yes. All right, they're gonna lose first week.
Yes, I completely agree 100% here.
They're gonna win second week.
Yes, and I think they're going to win, third.
Yeah.
And then I think they win fourth, and I think they win fifth. Because Aaron Rodgers just owns the Vikings.
Uh-huh. What about this Bills game, though?
This is the first division, really important divisional game. Two best teams in the division. Well,
I'd say two best teams. I think the Dolphins are gonna struggle this year.
But I think I'll have them splitting this, so I think the Jets are gonna start out hotter, and then I think they'll close out colder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I have them being the Patriots.
Jesus. And I have why do they have such an easy fucking schedule?
Yeah. And Jets over Cardinals.
Yeah.
I think I'll have the Seahawks over the.
Yeah.
And then Dolphins take it.
You split them, or?
Yeah.
Rams. I
kind of like the Jets over the Rams because like the Rams 13-4. Yeah, I could see them having a really good season.
Yeah,
honestly.
And this could be Aaron Rodgers. Goodbye, maybe. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
He's on He's on an ayahuasca retreat right now.
Okay. He's tripping right now.
I think the Bills.
I got Bills.
Yeah. And then I think. Am I crazy?
It's gonna be so interesting, especially with like how Tua looks, dude. Tua looks malnourished.
You could say that. He looks completely different. He shaved his beard. It looks like an actor that would be playing Tua. It doesn't look like Tua anymore.
Yeah, 100%. But I like Seattle's defense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Seattle. And then I'm gonna go Seattle here. And then I think the Patriots, although they are better this year, they're still gonna be bad. Yep. Then
do we have the Bills sweeping? You know what? This is colder temperatures. I don't mean to crack jokes here.
Yeah, look at what happened last year.
And I think they're good enough to beat the Rams.
Yeah, but then I think they win their next 2 games and lose to the Packers.
And then,
Niners. What do we have?
9-8?
9-8. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good. We have 5-4 right now. I think Bills.
Yeah.
Bills.
Think the Seahawks will win another big game at home?
No.
Yeah. Chiefs Bills rematch.
Oh.
Can Josh Allen finally get a win against Patrick Mahomes?
It's in Buffalo. I'm gonna say they do. I don't think.
Yeah. And then off of bye week, I think I could see them pulling off an upset off of bye week against the 49ers.
It's at home. Buffalo. I'll go Niners, dude. The Bills' defense isn't as good as it was last year. That's a lot of key players.
I think they bounce back and beat the Rams.
Yep, and then I think they lose to the Lions.
Yes, then they beat the Patriots both times in the season. That puts them at 11-6.
Yeah, a very competitive. As the Patriots are 0-11. Ooh, it doesn't get any better. Oh no!
I mean, can Drake May versus Caleb Williams? I'm gonna feel bad because I want to give the Patriots a win, but I can't. I think the Bears are gonna beat the fucking Patriots.
We'll have them win that game, the Cardinals game.
Yeah, they can win the Cardinals game, and then I think I mean,
What about the Rams game?
should we just give them the Rams game
I
out of
think I
pity?
think that's a good upset. I think that'll be a good upset. I mean, I think that's like out of all their games, I think that's the most realistic upset. But yeah,
Mm,
it's gonna be a very brutal year. I mean, in a lot of the games, like you could argue they could be competitive. Like Seahawks game, competitive. Scroll down, keep going, keep scrolling. I mean, Dolphins, the Bears.
you know what? We
Um,
did that pretty fast. You want to do the AFC West?
yeah, might as well
Let's just
get it done.
wrap up the
Yeah.
AFC here.
Yeah,
Okay, Chiefs.
Chiefs will beat the Falcons.
Do you think Harbaugh can win one? I don't think the team's good enough to beat
Pat
the Chiefs.
Mahomes owns the Chargers.
True, but
So-
that's with Brandon Staley as head coach and whoever the fuck the other coach was before that.
They had an easy schedule. I think they'll beat the Saints. I think they'll lose with the Niners. Then I'll
Yeah,
have
Niners
them
are coming
win.
off a mini bye that week,
Yeah,
but so are the Chiefs.
it's at
Yeah,
in-
yeah. I
Mhm.
think they'll beat the Raiders. We get a rematch of that the 2016 Texas Tech game.
Am I crazy for wanting to pick the Bucks here? I like the
think-
Bucks here.
Yeah, Monday Night Football. Chiefs always have that one underperformance. I think they'll beat the Broncos. How the fuck do they have the Panthers on their fucking schedule?
Dude, how do they have the? This is an easy fucking schedule.
To be fair, the AFC, I guess it looks like the AFC West is playing the AFC South, so that might have a.
I think they went
extremely-
out. Honestly, I think they go 13-4.
There you go. That puts them at 13-4. It will not get them first in the AFC. It will make the New York Jets the number. I'm not doing this again, Stu. I bit the bullet on this last time. Okay, the Chargers. Am I crazy to think Gardner Minshew balls out and steals a win here? In Jim Harbaugh's
Yes.
debut?
Chargers.
Fine.
Chargers.
You're no fun.
Mm,
We have to have the Broncos winning something.
yeah.
I guess we'll look. I think they split the series with the Raiders, though.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
And
I
they
think they'll
s-
lose to the Bucks.
Yeah, they split with the Broncos. Do you want to
Okay.
do the home teams win or no? Wait, you know what? We always do the home team split, so let's just do
Yeah.
the away split here. So with the Broncos, I think they're good enough to beat them.
I think the Saints will beat them. I like
Yeah.
the Saints over there.
I think I like the Falcons over them.
What's the record right now?
7-9.
Is it going to
So-
be a rough first year? I can see them go.
Is that a
8.
rough first year? For given what they have, they don't have any receivers on that
Yeah.
team.
It's up to you on this Falcons.
I'll give them the win because I'll be generous to Harbaugh, but I think that would be
I think
successful.
you have to, because after that, like if you don't, they lose like 6 straight.
Yeah, I'm not being mean to Harbaugh, but
That
would be a generous for all.
He has nothing to work with. He has no
For,
receivers.
for all they lost, I think that would be an extremely good year if he can finish 8-9.
Yeah,
But all this is dependent if
I mean they
Mr.
finished what
if
4 and
Mr.
13
Herbert
last
can
year.
stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean they
And
have
then
Max Duggan, so I'm not worried.
Will they actually play him this time,
Nope, because they're
or
Easton
will
Stick
Jim Harbaugh be
Dick Riders.
petty? Will Jim Harbaugh
On God, he
will be
probably
petty?
will.
Okay, well, I mean, I think we give them the loss. I think the Bucks beat them.
Oh, I think they beat the Raiders.
Yeah,
They'll beat the Panthers.
Saints will beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Spencer Rattler for the Saints, getting a lot of hype. What did I
Yeah.
say, Stu? What did I say? He was going to be
You
a
can't
steal.
claim him, so
Hey, I don't care. I said he was a good player, good prospect.
yeah. I mean, only took him 5 years.
Huh.
Yeah, I like the Falcons there. I like the Falcons upsetting. I think the Broncos will be bad. I think they'll have growing pains, honestly.
Who do you think will be worse?
The Broncos or Raiders. I think Raiders will be better, honestly.
And then
And I think like Sean Payton gets fired after this year.
after a 3-14 season,
Yeah.
does Bo Nix show he has potential, Stu?
Yeah, I mean, like they just have a tough schedule. All these AFC
Oh, wait,
teams, besides
So
the
the
fucking
Chiefs do move
have a
up.
tough
Okay,
schedule.
whatever.
Like,
We'll get in. I think they can beat the
Yeah,
Panthers. I don't think they can beat the Bucks.
I think they'll upset the Raiders or the Falcons.
And
there.
will it be Derek Carr at that point? You can't say Derek Carr. We don't know if it's a Derek Carr revenge game at all.
I'm gonna
But I
pick the
think
Saints. I like the Saints, but I could also see the Raiders being here, so it's up to you.
Yeah, I just don't like the quarterback situation. Oh, I guess we can show this. Our final AFC. This is our playoffs right here.
Steelers at the 6.
The Colts are just left out one spot once again, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it's going to be a very competitive AFC.
As you can tell, we have 12 7-win teams. So, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
7 or higher.
the NFL is never what it seems. I mean, who would have thought? The Broncos would have done so bad last year. I think everyone had them being like a
So-
wild card team last year. So
This is our season prediction. So, we will come back to this for both of us.
mhm.
But the one thing we will differentiate when we finish our NFC predictions,
Mhm.
we will each do our own individual playoffs at that point from how each scenario would go.
Yep, and then like during that we'll do like our award predictions too.
Yes.
We'll probably do that like a week before the NFL season.
Well, I mean, we could just, I guess we could.
I would do that because just in
We
case
could
of
just,
injuries.
we could just reveal our playoffs once we get to that point that following week.
Yeah, that week we could do our playoff predictions, our award predictions, and our fantasy teams.
Facts. We have to. Oh God, we have to set that up.
I mean,
Fantasy draft again, once again.
yeah. I mean, I'm in charge of it, so I can just.
God, we should do one of those dynasty leagues, Stu.
I'm not interested in dynasty.
Bro, that's fun. You get to keep the same players.
That's not fun. That is not fun at all.
It's not fun to keep. So if you would have drafted Patrick Mahomes and dominated the fucking league,
Oh, it's just not fun. I mean, I like having a different team every year. I like the rush of like looking up players and seeing if they're
That's
gonna
fair.
play better. You know what I mean?
yeah. All right, Stu. I guess you could start off with your favorite teams being previewed, Stu.
Iowa State, baby. Yeah. All right. So I'm pretty biased towards this,
Oh boy.
but I'm also like very aware. All right. So Iowa State, they have a lot of returning starters. I think they have like the third or second most production coming back. They only lost a couple stars from last year. They got a couple good transfers coming in. We got the new unis, so
I only like the black ones, and
I like the white ones, black and white ones. The
Yeah,
red ones are. It just sucks because Nike is just very.
yes, Nike is. If you saw poor TCU's, Jesus Christ,
Yeah, dude.
Nike is selling right now.
To be fair though, out of all of the Nike jerseys that have been shown, I think Iowa State is my favorite. Not even being biased.
Yeah,
Like the
I would say
green
it's the
and
best
yellow-
one
The
because
green and yellow looks ugly.
Baylor fucking
the
sucks. Who else was?
TCU just looks fucking like.
And then West
stupid.
Virginia, I think.
Yeah, Tulane had one which is all right, but
I'm so happy Oklahoma's not with Nike anymore.
yeah, well, lucky you,
We
buddy
get Jordan.
boy.
We get
But
Jordan.
yeah, I think we'll have a pretty good season. We'll have a solidified running game. Abu Sama is coming back. He had an amazing freshman year. Amazing later half of his freshman year. We have all of our receivers coming back. Standout tight end Benjamin Brahmer, who, in my opinion, could be one of the better tight ends next year in the country. But I think it all depends on Rocco Beck, dude. If he can, improve from last season, I think he could be one of the better quarterbacks in the Big 12. Our offensive line, as if it stays healthy, we're gonna be solid. We also have probably the best secondary in the Big 12, our best safety group in the Big 12 with Jeremiah Cooper and Bo Freiler.
Shout out Bo.
Mm-hmm. And then we have a really solid linebacker group coming back.
Caleb Bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Bacon.
Bacon. McLaughlin. Remember him?
Oh boy, Harlan boy.
Yeah.
Mention somebody, Sue.
What?
A wide receiver. You forgot about him.
Kyle
Army
Black?
guy.
Hmm?
Came from Army.
I don't remember. The only wide receivers I know we have.
Isaiah? Alston? Bruh, you don't know him,
Uh-uh.
bro.
BT. I know you say you're not surprised about this, brother. BT. He's coming from an offense where they only threw to him like probably like 10 times.
Hey, you know what?
Didn't he have?
He's
like,
six. He's 6'4", Stu.
I mean, that's the
That's Iowa
stereotypical.
State. There you
Yeah, that's
go.
Iowa State. But yeah, I think we have one of the deepest wide receiver rooms in the country.
Yeah,
With
he is.
Jane Higgins and Jalen Knoll, dude, studs.
Hey, and plus that
Um,
Alston, 29.6 yards per reception,
mm,
and a pass and a outrun every offense.
yeah, I'm very excited for this year. All right, let's get into our schedule. I think we'll have one of our greatest program seasons of all time, in my opinion.
Hope so you don't have the two biggest programs in the Big 12.
Yeah,
bro.
but we own Oklahoma, so
50-20, bro. We
Shut
beat
the
you.
fuck
We
up.
beat you in a down year when we went 6-7, off of a fake hang time pass field goal
yeah. Well, BT, you know what?
right before the Luke Combs concert. I remember.
2017.
Do we got to mention the previous 100 years?
Shut the fuck up. We've owned you in the past like 5 years, okay? Just let me have it, okay? Shut the fuck up. Let me have this. Let me have this.
Okay, I'll let you have it.
I remember when we beat you when Iowa State beat
Okay.
Oklahoma, and then
Here we go.
you
I was
blocked me
pissed.
on Snapchat
You're
because
talking shit, bro. I'm
you
pissed.
thought I was gonna talk shit, and then we went to the football game because it was against Urbandale. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
Because the Friday game got like postponed in the middle of the game,
yeah.
and then I was talking mad shit in the stands. It was a good day. I was so happy. That was the turn of our program. But all right, let's get to the
You're welcome.
game. So,
Well, that was our one favor for you.
all right, so we opened the season against North Dakota, and
Best Dakota
as
team.
someone who has watched them last year, they were
They the-
competitive in FCS, but not very.
Are they the
like,
best Dakota school?
They're not even the best North Dakota team in their state, buddy.
Oh, okay.
But I have Iowa State winning that game. Would not surprise me if it's like a hangover game or we're just playing like dog shit because we have a habit of doing that against FCS teams. You go back to North Dakota State, Northern Iowa.
Northern Iowa.
Yeah,
like
and
a
then if you
million
want
times.
to, talk about other teams, that
Ohio.
we struggled against earlier in the season. Ohio. Remember Louisiana when they were like the 11th team in the country?
Dude, but to be fair, they were good.
Yeah.
Led by Sunbelt Billy.
Yeah. Second week, we got Iowa, the Cyhawk series, right? And I'm not even like
Iowa.
saying this. I have Iowa State winning, but I'm not being biased. What does Iowa have on offense? Who the fuck is their quarterback? Cade McNamara?
Yeah.
Like, Buddy was ass last year, and they lost a whole bunch of defensive players.
Did they beat you last year?
No,
No, you lost 20-13.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, but
That was Iowa's best offensive performance of the season.
But yeah, I really like our chances against them next year. I think we're the better team and we're bringing back more players and we just have more talent. That's my honest opinion. The third week we got Arkansas State. I think we win that game. That could be another trap game.
We beat them by 73 last year.
Yeah. So we should beat them by 80. Yeah, that's what BT's saying.
No, yeah, you should. Come on. They're led by former Tennessee head coach Butch Jones.
Oh boy. Fourth week we got Houston. I think that'll be a tough game just because we've never played them. I think the last time we played them was.
Hold on, I can look this up for you.
I don't remember the last time we played them, but I'm very happy and very excited for this matchup. I think it's gonna be an amazing matchup. Houston's defense is gonna be interesting to see how they match up against Houston or Iowa State's offense. I think Iowa State's offense is going to shut Houston down. I really hope that doesn't come back and bite me. But Houston just doesn't really have a sexy offense. We talked about it last week, right? They have Donovan Smith, but that's pretty much it.
This is your guys' first ever matchup in school history.
Really?
Yes, you guys have
Well,
never.
we own them in basketball, so that's what matters.
Oh, no, sure.
Big 12 championship, by the way. Big 12 champions. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, I mean, and they own you in everything else except wins all time. You have them.
Yeah, we're that team. Yes, sir. You can take this. You can take it off the screen.
You're tied for national championships. That's zero.
Hey, we did win a national championship.
Hey,
So
you're tied. You're tied for weeks at AP number 1.
0.
0.
Yeah. But yeah, I have us winning against them. Then we have Baylor week 5. Which like I said before, Baylor's gonna be one of the worst teams in the conference, and I think we'll smoke them. So we start out 5-0, BT. And then I have us losing our first game against West Virginia in Morgantown. I think West Virginia is a sneaky team this year. They have a pretty hyped up team coming back, so that'll be a really good game. But I think that's a 50-50 game. I'm going to be honest with you. We always seem to play good in Morgantown, so yeah, I have us losing that game. Just a first real road test. And then we got UCF. I have us winning that game as well. I think that'll be a really good game. KJ Jefferson really intrigues me, but
also first matchup in school history with UCF.
Well, we own them in basketball too, so.
They also have more national championships than you.
Shut the fuck up, BT.
According to this website, I will say they have one national.
What national championship is that?
This year right here, 2017. Scott Frost.
Shut the fuck up. But no, I have us winning against UCF. I think that'll be a really intriguing game as well. Then we play Texas Tech. I have us winning that game. Texas Tech could be a team to watch out for, but they're getting
they're always hyped. They're
always hyped, and they never play up to par. You know what I mean? So I just think they're a team to watch, but they're just not really impressive to me. So I think we'll win against them. Then we travel to Arrowhead Stadium to play Kansas, and I have us dropping that game. Like I said, another very winnable game in my opinion. It really just depends on what Kansas team we're looking at, and if Jalen Daniels is healthy. But I think that'll be a really good game. But I have us losing that game, and then I have us beating Cincinnati. Cincinnati, I said, is going to have a really bad year as well.
Yeah, and you smoked them last year.
And we shit on them last year. And then I have us losing to Utah, probably the toughest team that we play next year.
At least it's at the end of your.
At the end of.
Yeah, but you have a really tough stretch in the season.
Yeah, we do. But hey, this could be a possible Big 12 championship game if we make it there. A matchup between Iowa State and Utah. But I have us losing that game. I think it's in Utah as well.
Yes, it is at Utah.
Yeah, so I just think it's gonna be. That's like the furthest we've. I mean, not really. We traveled to BYU last year, but yeah, I have us losing that game, and then I have us winning against Kansas State because we own Kansas State, and it's in Jack Trice Stadium. Don't fucking pull it up. Don't pull it up. Don't. I hate you. I think we actually are winning the all-time series.
It actually is really fucking close, too.
Yeah. Hey, just look at that last matchup. Look at that last matchup.
10 holy shit, I forgot there was a 10-9 game in there.
Yeah, we shit on them last year, so
yes, you have.
So yeah, I have us winning that game. And then I have our final prediction for the year being 9-3. With our floor being 7-5. But here's the thing, BT. I could see our ceiling being 11-1 with that one loss being to Utah.
So you don't think there's any chance you guys can win against Utah?
I think we lose at least one game.
Okay. I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you get your first 10-win season in school history this year?
I think this is probably one of our better seasons to do it.
Yes, like I've said this about Iowa State, it's always going to be a window program. If you don't know what that means, you have every single. You're not going to be consistently good like a Oklahoma, Alabama, whatever. You're always going to have a good team every 3 to 4 years
Yeah.
when you get the players developed.
Mhm.
And when those players are gone, you're going to have to rebuild
Mhm.
for a year or
Yeah.
two.
I mean, that's what happened with us.
Yeah, that's why I said Iowa State's a
Yep.
perfect window program once they
Yeah,
have their window.
Yeah, I definitely could see us winning 10 games. Like I said, like right now with my predictions, I mean, I think we could beat West Virginia. I think we could beat Kansas. Utah scares me a little bit, but like also Utah really hasn't played a team like Iowa State, I feel. Like
Yeah, I
with
guess you could say physicality wise, yes,
yeah,
because the Pac-12 is not as physical
but
as
it's also,
some of
in
the
Utah, so that's what makes me
Well,
think
that
that
could
we're
be a
not.
potential snow game, and that was
True, very
that
true.
was a
But
fun Iowa State
Yeah,
Kansas State snow game.
I think this team has potential to be the greatest Iowa State team in history, and I could see us being a dark horse college football playoff team. That's my hot take. Not being
I
biased,
also
but
wanted
like
to
I
go back to a
legitimately can
point.
see.
Yeah.
I don't care, BT. How about that? Like go back. Let's go back to those 2 years. Like
This one right here,
yeah. What was your ranking back then, by the way?
probably like number 5.
What was your ranking that game? The 2020.
I don't fucking even remember. Like
You were
3.
ranked like 10th. I'm pretty
I
sure,
think
or
we were.
something like that.
Oh yeah, because we came up with that loss to Kansas State, so we were like 11th or something.
Yeah. We did
Fuck
play
Lincoln
good
Riley.
against. Yeah.
We had a tie right here. Oh fuck.
Hey.
19, 20. Hey, you won
Hey,
the first.
we
You
won
won the
the-
first ever matchup by a score of 13-0, and then
Oh,
after that it was.
yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
This is an awesome website you can look at.
Yikes.
Yeah. So that moves me to start on the Ole Miss, whatever they call themselves. Are they still the Rebels? Yes, they are still the Ole Miss Rebels. I thought they
they're
had
the Land Sharks.
No, I don't fucking know. It's weird. Like, I don't know if they can call themselves the Rebels anymore. You know. Okay. Ole Miss Rebels. Weird team. This is a team completely built off transfer portal. I mean, every single good player they've had.
Besides quarterback. I mean, yeah.
He was a transfer.
Yeah.
None of these are players or
I'm
recruits.
talking like new transfers.
Yes. So it's gonna be a really hit or miss team.
Yeah.
Especially teams you don't know if that team's gonna gel together.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a lot. The one thing that concerns me about this Ole Miss team is they don't have the depth. They have the star players, but if one of those star players goes down, they don't have depth behind them. Like, for example, one of their best newcomers they've had in. We were talking extensively about him on this podcast.
D lineman.
Walter Nolan, number 1 player in the portal. Paid him a lot of money, but if he goes down, they really don't have anybody behind him.
Yeah.
Same thing with. So this is a completely revamped offensive line. Majority of these players have less than 10 starts, so that's a offensive line is the most important position group on the football field if you want to have a successful offense. You can have all the best quarterbacks, best running backs, best wide receivers in the world, but if you don't have an offensive line, you're not going to do shit. And that's just to put it politely. So I think your best player you need to watch out for, potential Heisman candidate, if they can have a really good season, is Jackson Dart.
Yep.
I think he has the potential to be the Heisman finalist.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing that kind of scares me here, 4 returning starters on defense. I know you filled a lot with the transfer portal, but I mean, they do have Chris Paul Jr., not related to Chris Paul.
Didn't he play at Houston?
I thought it was Arkansas.
I'll search him up. Chris. They have a good transfer running back too. Arkansas. Yep.
Ulysses Bentley. Yes, that is a name to watch. They had 3 receivers with at least 700 yards last year, so which means Dart can throw the ball around.
Yeah.
So I guess we might as well look at their schedule here. They start off. I'm going to give them 4 easy wins to start off the season against Furman, Middle Tennessee, at Wake Forest and Georgia Southern. Just complete not good programs.
I mean, Middle Tennessee State did win
Whatever.
against Miami a couple years ago. Remember?
That's Miami, Stu. This is Ole Miss. This is SEC
That game was
football.
wild. Didn't they have like
Hey,
two players
hey,
with like 190
Should we
yards?
talk about the rumors of Nebraska coming back to the Big 12?
I haven't heard any rumors, so no.
I saw something. Nebraska and Miami. If the ACC split up, which would kind of piss me off. Nebraska just wanted to come back because they were scared Oklahoma was going to own them. Anyways,
Proceed.
then they play Kentucky. I have them beating Kentucky. Then they play South Carolina. I have them beating South Carolina. Now here's kind of where it gets tough. Yeah, you host LSU or you go to LSU, which Death Valley is a tough place to play. I think you go in and you beat LSU. Then I think you come in and host Oklahoma. I think I think Oklahoma's going to lose there. It's just a tough place to play at the Grove. I think that's what they call it. Whatever. Arkansas. I think you're going to easily beat Arkansas, handle them. Then I have you taking your first loss of the season against Georgia. Then I have you winning out against Florida and Mississippi State. So they have a manageable schedule, I would say.
Yeah.
Not a lot of tough opponents. You play Oklahoma. I think your two toughest opponents is Oklahoma and Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And if you could split those, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
I have my two SEC championship teams, which will be Ole Miss and Georgia. I have the transfers for it gelling really well. So
Battle of potential Heisman picks.
yeah, I mean, we'll have to get into that for our Heisman. But yeah, so
Wait, you want to preview your Big Ten team?
my Big Ten team, yes, we're starting that. Holy shoot, I gotta find Michigan. Hold on, guys. Find Michigan in my book. Okay. The Michigan Wolverines. Obviously, new head coach Jerome Moore, graduate of Oklahoma, was a graduate assistant at Oklahoma. So, and I mean, you saw him at Michigan earlier in the year. He did really well, went in at the end of the season, the beginning of the year, right?
You cried.
Yeah, and beat Penn State. Didn't he beat? He beat Ohio State as well.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of window, this is a window team. I mean, I could read you this. 4 returning starters on the whole team.
Wow. Well, I mean, one of them is their tight end, right? The good one
Yes.
that's going to be a pretty
Loveland,
good
yes.
round. Yep.
And you can consider Donovan Edwards a starter. I know he
Yeah.
split reps with Corum, but they do not consider him one.
Is Alex Orji going to be starting at quarterback?
Yes, I believe Alex Orji will be starting.
Nice.
But I think it's going to be obviously a run heavy offense, as it always has been.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, player to look out for: Will Johnson, potential top first round pick next year. I'm not very. I think
It's going to be interesting to see how long it'll take them if they can, be good right off the bat.
you lose every single offensive lineman, but you backfilled really well with seniors and juniors that have a lot of experience. Well, you got some portal guys in, and you had some players behind it that really played in big games when your lineman got hurt.
Yeah.
Your best defensive player is Mason Graham, the defensive tackle, nose guard.
Yeah, dude, he's a beast.
He is a beast. Probably could be a first round pick next year as
I
well.
think he will be.
So you have 3 potential first round picks, but I think this season really depends on how Orji performs.
Yeah. Yeah. And the defense. I mean, they lost a lot of players and new coaching staff. I mean, new coach, head coach, I should say. But it's going to be interesting.
But they also do have a manageable schedule, which we will get into right now.
Yeah.
You play Fresno State to start the year. Fresno State's not what it once was. You beat them. Then you have a tough game. You host Texas. I think Texas is going to beat you guys. Texas they'll have it's just continuity. I think
Quinn Ewers, future first round pick. I think.
Yeah. So,
maybe Heisman.
And then they play Arkansas State. I have them beating Arkansas State. Then I have them It's sort of tough matchup. I'm not very high on USC, so I think they'll beat USC. And then you beat Minnesota. Minnesota's not going to be a good team. I think they've been a lot of the old Big Ten West teams are going to struggle, I think, in my opinion.
I mean, to be fair, PJ Fleck has led them to a bowl game every year he's been the head coach.
Yes, but I think that's under the Big Ten West where you've played easy opponents.
Yeah.
I think that shield is going to go away for a lot of teams like Purdue, Iowa,
Rutgers.
No, I think Rutgers is in the West.
I'm not quite sure.
Or not the West,
East.
Yeah. So then I think then you beat Washington. I'm not high on Washington. They lost a lot.
Oh yeah, they did. Yep.
And then I think you beat Illinois. Illinois is one of those teams that was shielded by the Big Ten West.
Mm-hmm.
And then Michigan State. And I like their coaching staff, but they're going to need a couple of years to build it. So I have you beating
Yeah.
Michigan State.
Yep.
And then I think an upset here. I think Oregon goes into the Big House and they get upset by Michigan, which is kind of crazy. But I think Michigan, it's a tough place to play. So
Yeah.
and then I have them beating Indiana Northwestern. Indiana, new staff. Like the staff. They got to have a couple of years to build that program. Northwestern, new staff. Playing at a weird field.
They were
You-
good last year though. Northwestern.
Yeah,
was
but
good
was that
there.
part of this whole storyline they had? Were they playing for, their old coach or whatever? And then I have Ohio State finally getting a win against Michigan in the last game of the season, putting Michigan at 10-2 and 7-2 in the Big Ten. I will give you a spoiler: I do not have them in the Big Ten championship.
Interesting. What do you think their ceiling is?
I mean, you could beat Texas. You can go 12-0 with that schedule if you can
Yeah.
still run the ball all over Ohio State.
What about floor?
If all doesn't gel, you can lose to USC.
7-5, I think. 6-6.
Yeah,
I'd say
7-5,
around
which
there.
would be a fucking crazy drop off from a national champion to 7-5.
Yeah. I mean, they're still making a bowl.
Yeah.
But I also have a question. Do you think they'll take? Do you think they will allow their new coach to take as long as Harbaugh did?
I think they'll give him.
Because Harbaugh had some disappointing seasons.
They'll
and he
give him
didn't
a
get
couple
fired.
of years. Obviously, I mean, I don't
Yeah.
think you can't expect him to go
Yeah,
march into the college football playoff.
but I'm just asking. You think they give him as long?
I think they could, but that depends on the fans. I think
Yeah.
it depends. The fans give him Harbaugh patience because Harbaugh went to school there, played football there,
Yeah.
everything else. So
Mhm.
I think that all depends
Yeah.
on that note.
Yeah.
So, oh boy, this definitely will get controversial. The Nebraska Cornhuskers are next.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I haven't
And,
done any predictions for them
Just
yet.
a forewarning. I'm gonna be biased because one of my friends plays for Nebraska. Shout out Thomas Filoni. Next tight end 1 in the draft. Whenever he goes in the draft.
No, but besides that, like Nebraska, they put in some work this offseason.
Yeah,
They got the number 1 overall recruit, Dylan Raiola, who looks pretty good.
he looks pretty good, but there's one thing I will say: true fresh, especially going into the Big Ten, a true freshman quarterback.
Yeah, well, and I'll get into that. But they've also gotten a couple 4 and 5 stars too. BT
Yes,
to recruited. I'm not really familiar on everyone else. I found out we were doing this today. But Thomas Filoni obviously had not a breakout year. He had a pretty good year last year when he got thrown the ball.
yes. I think the one problem with Nebraska last year was the fucking offense.
Yeah,
They were ranked 120th in
mhm.
points per game last year.
But you have to admit, like when they threw the ball to Thomas, they won games.
Yep.
And I think he's gonna be a very, very big part. I think he'll lead in every statistical category, for them, receiving yards and touchdowns. I think touchdowns guaranteed. I mean, he's 6'6". That's an
Yeah.
amazing red zone threat right there. And I think, and BT, hear me out. You listen to me.
Yep.
They have an easy schedule,
Yes, they do.
a
Yes.
very easy schedule.
I think it's more backloaded though. I will say their schedule
Yeah,
is
it's more
extremely
backloaded, but like, there's no reason why they shouldn't make a bowl game this year.
I can see in my prediction, I might have them starting 7-0.
I'm gonna get in my predictions right now. Okay. So
Yes,
first
sir.
week they get UTEP. I obviously think that Nebraska
Yeah.
beats them.
Shout out you,
Then they have Colorado coming into town,
Oh boy.
which I said this in my Colorado predictions. I have Colorado losing that
Yeah.
game. I have Nebraska beating Colorado.
You just completely forgot to talk about Nash as well, the defensive lineman.
I'm not familiar with Nebraska players, BT. Like I
Wow.
said, I found this out like
Hutton.
not even 2 hours ago.
They
If you
also
want to say something, you can say it.
yes, they also returned 4 out of 5 starters on an offensive
Mhm.
line, which I think their offensive line performed really well last year. They just did not have a fucking
Quarterback.
half decent quarterback. I think Deacon Hill would have went and won games for
That's
Nebraska.
a stretch. I think Henrik was pretty decent last year, but
Maybe I think if Heinrich starts earlier,
yeah,
then you beat Colorado.
for sure. But yeah, I have them beating Colorado. I think it'll be a pretty good game.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. Just you and your buddy and huh? Goofster, I don't fucking know. But I got okay. I'm just gonna fucking win. Yeah, I got them beating Colorado in a close game at home, and it's in Lincoln. That'd be a game I'd want to go to, honestly.
You see how much tickets are?
How much are they?
Like $214.
Never mind. I'll just sit at the bar and get drunk as fuck, and
I think
you'll
I
go
think that is a
Thomas.
night game as well.
Yeah, it is.
And
It's
they
gonna be
play on
awesome.
NBC at night.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And then they play Northern Iowa, which shout out Lane Pryor, Woodbine, Iowa. Shout out to best friend growing up. He's
Shout
tied
out.
in there. I have Nebraska beating Northern Iowa.
Okay. 3-0
Pretty
start.
self-explanatory. And then they play Illinois. I have them beating Illinois.
Okay.
Illinois just really isn't bringing many people back. I have them beating Purdue. I have them beating Rutgers, and then I have them beating Indiana.
Which
I
is
just
kind of
think
like
they have. I just think they have more talent.
yeah,
than
which is kind of
all
weird
those-
because then isn't this like the same exact scenario where they started like a season undefeated, then went and played Ohio State and got fucking murdered?
Yeah. So I have them starting 7-0, and then them running into Ohio State.
Oh yeah, because I saw a list that was like the highest ranking in for every Power 5 school in the playoff era. Nebraska was like number 8, and it's because of
Yeah.
that one season.
But yeah, I got Ohio State beating them. Could you see them beating Ohio State?
If it was in Lincoln, yes, but no. Like I said, a true freshman quarterback going into one of the toughest environments to play in the college football
Mhm.
at the Horseshoe. It's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
and I don't think it's going to be pretty.
But here's the thing: Ohio State's going to be an interesting team next year, especially
Yes.
with their quarterback position.
Shout out Will Howard,
Yeah.
Oklahoma's
But yeah,
dad.
then I have them bouncing back with the win against UCLA.
Yeah,
I
UCLA
think
is
they're
just
the weakest
awful.
Pac-12 team coming in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, maybe Washington. You can.
Them, but like, yeah, but
It's them. It's one or the other.
yeah. I just think they're better than UCLA. I think they're more talented than UCLA,
Yeah.
and I think it's in Lincoln, right?
Yes, it is in Lincoln, and then they go
Yeah.
and play the other California team.
Yep.
On the
And
road.
then I have them losing to USC.
I don't know about that, dude. Physicality. I think Nebraska beats
Yeah,
USC.
physicality, but
Look
you
at
also gotta
Lincoln.
think
Look
they're
at
gonna
Lincoln
be.
Riley teams when they play a physical team like Kansas State. What happened every single time? Trust me, I
Yeah,
had to watch
but
these games.
you can't be perfect, BT. Like I said, like these next 2 games, in my opinion, are very winnable for them. But I just have them dropping them. I have them losing to Wisconsin. I was very split on this game because Wisconsin, they were competitive last year, and I think they're only going to get better. And so I think Wisconsin, will upset them. But I could very well see Nebraska beating Wisconsin. All right, both Wisconsin and USC, I could see Nebraska beating. But I
I
have
think
them losing.
Wisconsin's probably more likely because it is in Lincoln.
Yeah, 100%. And that's like I was very split on that game. Like I kid you not, I had win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. But I ultimately decided to go with the L. And then I have them finishing the season with a dub against Iowa. I just don't think Iowa's gonna be that good this year. They lost a lot of
You
key.
don't think that that our new offensive coordinator is going to turn around their offense?
I don't think Cade McNamara is gonna turn on their offense.
I don't know who their backup is, so I don't
And
wanna...
and their defense, just isn't that good anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They still
They
have Jay
lost a lot.
Higgins.
They lost a lot of players, so
Yeah, they still have Jay Higgins, which has potential to be the best linebacker in the
Yeah.
country next year.
But I have them going 8-4 as my prediction. My floor for them personally is 5-7.
Which
That's just them
Yeah.
losing those winnable games. You know what I mean?
which is the typical Nebraska easily wins 9 games if I wanted to read this stat. Minus 17 turnover
Yeah.
rate. Trout's minus.
Well,
Yeah.
and you look at it like this. You look at the last couple seasons. Like Nebraska should have been a bowl team,
Yeah. I mean,
and
you can
they
go
just
in.
can't-
Yeah.
They haven't won those winnable games. They keep
Like, I'll read you this last year. Minnesota was a winnable game. Jeff Sims, he
Yep.
throws an interception on that last.
He had
in
like
the
3
end zone.
turnovers that game, right?
Yes.
3 or 4 turnovers.
And you lose by 3.
Mm-hmm.
At Michigan State, you lose by 3. Game you should
Mhm.
not have lost. That was
Mm-hmm.
an awful loss. Maryland, you lose by 3. All 1 possession games, Stu.
Yeah.
Which is kind of ironic because that's the
Well, and like one could say that like that Colorado game was very winnable in the first half.
Yeah.
After that first half, you know what I mean?
yes. There was only 2 losses that they had that was above a single possession, which was
Yeah.
to the national champion and to Colorado.
Yeah, I'm like, and like I said, I'm very high on Nebraska this year. And my ceiling for them is 10-2. You know what I mean?
Sure, maybe
I don't see them.
1.
I do not see them winning against Ohio State.
Yeah, that's why I said maybe even 11-1 because if all things are clicking at the end
USC,
of the
something
year,
like that. Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah, but yeah, I'm
which
very
would
high
be
on
just
Nebraska.
completely fucking crazy if Nebraska turned. Which you saw Matt Rule do this at Baylor.
Yeah, yep.
Went
he did.
from 5 wins. He went from 7 wins to in the Big 12 championship with 2 losses. Shout out Oklahoma and Jalen Hurts. But yeah, so that'll move us on. Jeez,
Yeah,
Louise.
like I said, I think it's gonna be a very good year for the Midwest teams,
Yes.
or Iowa State, Nebraska.
Oh, shoot. I always forget what's that website called that we do the draft on.
Thinkathon, right?
No,
No.
it's Fanspo. Right?
Fanspo.
Yes, that's what I figured. Mock draft. Okay. I guess we can use. ESPN.
Let's first like talk about trades.
Oh yeah.
So
Shout out my Lakers hired a new coach. Finally.
JJ Redick.
I have said it was JJ Redick 3 podcasts ago.
He
and I had
goes,
to go to Dan
It's
Hurley.
looking like JJ Redick will be the Lakers head coach to Dan Hurley, possible Lakers head coach to.
And
I
then
don't know
Dan
who the
Hurley
fuck we're
rejects it
gonna
for
hire.
last week's podcast, and I was in pain. And I was like, hopefully we have a coach named by the next podcast.
Yeah.
Luckily, with
but,
5 hours to spare, it
yeah.
was named that.
Yeah.
That shout out
They
JJ
offered him the
Redick.
head coaching job, and then as soon as they
I was like,
offered him, he was already
Yeah.
lining up
And
his.
our
coaching
assistant
staff.
coaches will be Rondo, Dudley. We're stealing Boston's number 1 assistant, which is kind of
Yeah.
funny. Sam
Yeah,
Cassell.
they're look. I like this hire for the Lakers.
Yes.
The only thing I don't like about this is, and I'm not saying this because LeBron, but I don't think LeBron and him will be a good matchup. I'd like.
Do you see their podcast together though?
I did, but like. You hire JJ because he's a young head coach and he's gonna develop young players.
The Lakers said. Did you see the report? Where the Lakers see like a young Pat Riley in him.
Yeah, or Eric Spoelstra.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's Pat
Yeah.
Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra, modern day.
Yeah,
Same.
but I'm gonna say this now. I just don't like the LeBron and JJ Redick thing, just because
But you
they're-
gotta think it's only one more
I-
year of LeBron.
I understand, but like, in my opinion, you're bringing in JJ to really develop your younger players. I personally think he can bring Austin Reeves up to that possible All-Star level
which is
Dude,
crazy to
I
say.
would be so hyped if Austin Reeves is an all-star.
Like,
I
and
would
this
be
is coming
jumping
from
up and
this is
down on
coming
this
from a guy
podcast.
who shit on him in college and shit on him, and when I shit on him. You know what I mean?
No, you said Reeves was really good. You just shit on the team because we can build a fucking team around
Yeah,
him.
yeah. But like I think I think he could like bring out a whole different side of Austin Reeves, BT, and
Yes.
maybe you can develop Jalen Hood-Schifino in that
Dude,
position, like
fucking
point
God,
guard
you
position.
better.
Maybe Maxwell Lewis.
Max Christie
Um,
as well, but Max Christie
Yep.
is a restricted free agent, so
Yep. Yeah. And then I guess I guess AD had a really big decision in who they were hiring.
yes, because the Lakers are still planning to have a after LeBron leaves to have
Yep.
essentially to have AD to
Mhm.
have a build team around AD.
He's gonna be the new face of the team.
Yes, essentially.
In my opinion, he is the face of the team, though.
Yeah, he was better than LeBron last year. He actually played real.
Yep.
Like we said, you gave him props because you did not think he was going to play 76
Yeah.
of 82 games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
'Cause
he
you had a
surprised me.
nickname for him. You
yeah.
remember that nickname he said? Come on, say it, Sue. You used to call him A Day to Day, didn't you?
Oh boy, but he proved me wrong though, so
Yes.
that's good. But I just think that like if you bring back LeBron, I mean, it is what it is. You get maybe a year or two out of that. But if you don't, I mean, you have a perfect situation where you're gonna rebuild. You know what I mean? You're not gonna rebuild; you'll still be competitive, but you're gonna have players to develop. And I think JJ Redick has one of the best basketball minds I think of the last 2 decades.
Yeah.
I think he can be very successful for you guys.
And he's only 39, so you can have him
Yeah.
for
Mm-hmm.
30, 20 to 30 years. So,
Dude, I mean, look,
but if
Pop's
he's
like
coaching,
70 something.
if he's
Pop's
coaching the
still 70
Lakers that
something.
long, I think he'll be like Eric Spoelstra and want to go up to a general management role, and which I think
Pat
could be,
Riley.
yeah,
Because Eric
yeah.
Spoelstra's still the coach.
I think Eric Spoelstra wants to be a GM, but Pat Riley won't.
I mean, that's like the kind of
Isn't
same
he? Isn't
situation
Spoelstra
Brad
like
Stevens did.
technically? Yeah, isn't Spoelstra technically the GM? He does all the moves. He's like a
I don't
GM
know. He
coach.
probably has a very big say into it. I
Yeah.
think him and Pat.
And I think it was really important we got him named before the draft next week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
So
for sure,
we
for
might do
sure.
like we can go live on maybe like Tuesday. Maybe
Tuesday.
we'll
I
talk
work
about
Tuesday. Oh, we'll
But
talk about it. But
it. We might just have to go.
maybe
Really
we can
fast.
go live. What time are you off work Wednesday? We'll talk about it after the podcast.
Yeah.
Other news: Pacers are gonna resign. Or Pacers and Pascal Siakam agreed to a max extension,
Yes, I saw that.
which is very good because he was very good for us. And then a trade happened, BT, today. You want to go into deep depth of that, or
the Bulls are stupid.
yeah,
You had a first round pick offered to you multiple times by the Warriors, by the
Didn't
Lakers.
they get offered like 2 first-round picks by a team?
Dude, the Warriors offered the Bulls Jonathan Kuminga and a first round pick, and they declined it.
Bruh.
The Lakers they wanted Austin Reeves in a first, but the Lakers were not willing to trade Austin Reeves. So I understand why that fell through. But
yeah, but I mean, Alex Caruso for Josh Giddey. Thunder are going to be very, very good next year. They were good this year, but now I think they're going to be one of the better defensive teams.
okay, I'm gonna grade this trade for both sides. Okay.
Okay.
I think it's an A+ for the Thunder.
Mhm.
And I think it's an A- for the Bulls.
Stop. No,
As
if
the
I had
wise
to be
words of-
honest, though, I think I'm gonna give this trade for the Bulls like a B-, just solely in the fact that I think Giddey could be a very successful point guard. You know, he may not be like score 15 plus, but I think he could be like a 12, 6, and 6 guy. He's a good playmaker. He showed us that his rookie year. And if we can get that side of him, the Bulls can get that side of him, I think he'll be pretty good. But the Caruso, all defensive player,
one of the better defenders in the league, on-ball defenders in the league.
Dude,
I
that's
think
gonna
that
be the best fucking
defensive team in the league, in my opinion.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I don't know how any backcourt's gonna fucking score on them.
Just saying, I am very lucky that the Pacers are in the East. So yeah, but all right, let's do our last mock draft, BT.
This is our final mock. We're just gonna
This
do
is
the
our final together mock.
we're-
I had an idea. Do you want to do a separate mock?
see how accurate we get.
Yeah, and then we can compare it next or when the draft's over.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, perfect. So,
I think I'm going Alex R here. I think that's the
dude,
consensus.
did you hear the news?
No.
Alex Sarr and the Hawks have not met yet,
Well,
and they have met with Risache and Klingon.
no fucking way. Dude, you call me crazy for saying Clinging goes top 2.
I don't. It's like if I'm the Hawks, I am taking Sarr 100%. But like based on what's happening, like they haven't met with Sarr yet. We're a week from the draft. Like,
Who do you think they go with here, Stu?
I think they honestly go with the upside of Risache, but I don't think Kling goes number 1. I don't. I personally don't. But yeah, I think. Look, we're gonna change it up. We're gonna have Risache going 1, just because Alexander Sarr reportedly hasn't visited the Hawks, and yeah. But here's the thing: if Risache could, become that shooter, and I think like just be that boom player, he's gonna be so good in this league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
And I
yeah,
think
Sarr, yeah, here,
obviously,
100%. He's the best
Wizards would
talent
be
in this
jumping up and
league.
down.
He's the best talent in this draft by far.
Okay.
and
They're
yeah.
not taking this pick, but I think we're gonna have to predict it because I don't want to predict any trades here. So
This is very interesting.
who would they take?
I'm not quite sure. So, like, let's look at their depth. Okay, like
So you got Van Vliet, you got Holiday,
I want them.
maybe a shooting guard. No, you got Jalen
I
Green.
think they take point guard, dude.
Yeah, so maybe Stephon Castle, who has been rising.
Yeah,
I
I like Castle. I don't think Topic. I think Topic is gonna fall.
Not Reed Shepard.
Not Reed Shepard. Even though I don't think he's gonna. I think I'm stuck between 2 players right now. Okay, I'm stuck with Castle or Holland, but I think they're pretty solid on threes.
Yeah. So
And
I think you go Castle, which would be a team.
Yeah, I think you go Castle. Let them learn under Fred VanVleet, and yeah. Here,
I don't think Topic goes here.
No, I don't either. I personally, I think this is a good spot for Reed Shepard.
Yeah, get that shooting stuff surround Wemby.
Get that 42-inch vert,
dude. He could dunk on Wemby.
Mm-hmm. All right, here.
Maybe like a Ron Holland.
Let's see their
like they have Buddy. Jesus Christ.
They could play Asur at power forward. I'm gonna be honest. They could. I think they take. I could see them taking a 2 as well, but I think they either go Matis here or Rob Holland, and I personally am higher on Ron Holland. I think he's very good. Very good.
If they're trying to build that 2004 Pistons type vibe where they don't have a really star player,
he's really good defensively. And yeah, I think he'll be really good.
Now here,
dude, is it crazy? Call me crazy. I think this would be a good spot for Matis, right?
Yeah, developmental player.
You're
not gonna, no matter who you draft, you're not going to win next year. I mean, not to be mean, but.
And he has a very, very high upside.
Yeah.
He can space the floor. He's lengthy, and I think he's a perfect 3 next to Brandon Miller and Melo.
Now here, it's fuck. I don't fucking know.
I don't. They're in such a weird position,
Yes, they really don't necessarily need anything.
I mean, they need
besides power forward.
They got Jeremy Grant.
But yeah, I think you eventually get rid of him, right?
Yeah. I think right now, looking at this, I think their weakest point is their small forward position. So let's go to 3.
I mean, I think it's way too early for these people.
Yeah. Go to the 4. Tijon Salon. Don't hit draft yet.
Yeah.
He's a very high upside player, but I just think it's way too early for him, especially here at 7. To go to all.
Is this? I would predict maybe a trade down here.
Maybe a trade down, but I could also see like,
Yeah.
I could see this being a very like. I think Cody Williams could go here. You know, just that experimental player. He's 6'6". He can play the 3, hopefully, maybe.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's try it out. They
yeah,
really don't have
because
anybody
just
else.
I would feel inclined to draft Donovan Clingan here, but it's just the Ayton. You can't
Yeah.
have Ayton on your bench. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll have Cody Williams here. Very boomer bust player as well.
Okay, so you draft Reed Shepard.
Yeah, here
I think you go Dillingham.
I've heard Dillingham is slipping in drafts.
Oh, well, shout
Um,
out future Laker. I heard they like Devin Carter.
Yeah.
So is it crazy they reach on Devin Carter here?
You heard the Spurs draft like
Yes,
Devin
the
Carter?
Spurs like Devin Carter,
Huh.
which that means Topic is falling.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Tobich, and like, I don't see him.
I saw a report that they are more interested in Carter than they are Topic because of the knee injury.
Yeah, but I think Topich. I think like if you're okay with this, I feel like this would be an amazing pick here. I mean, I could see Devin Carter going in the top 10. He's had some. He's definitely going in the lottery. But Topich just offers so much. He's younger. He has more ball vision and more vision. He has a slightly torn ACL, but I think you can risk it here. And they might trade this pick too.
Yeah,
But
we're not doing trades here.
I'm okay with you drafting Devin Carter. It's up to you. I think they either go Nikola Topic or Devin Carter here. Personally, if I was the Spurs, us being a young team and, in a tough West, I'd go for younger players with a higher upside. But
I'll go with you with Topic then.
But
really
like Devin Carter, I could see them very much drafting him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm really 50-50.
Yeah.
And I think do you think they go Clingan here?
Hell yeah, dude. This is like they're drooling, dude. It's a perfect pick for them. Now here,
Devin Carter goes here.
do you think they draft Carter here or Dillingham here?
Well, the Jazz were looking.
Hey, do you think they could take a risk on Collier?
Ooh. See, I think they said the Jazz were looking to trade. I don't remember who it was. They're looking to trade for somebody, which I thought was crazy. But maybe they're trying to go into win now mode. I don't remember who they were trying to trade for.
I'm looking at their lineup right now, right? Like, I don't know.
Hold on, let me look.
The
Bulls are in active trade discussions with the Utah Jazz and Philadelphia 76ers for Zach LaVine.
When, like right now?
Yes. That was about 1 hour ago. So if that changes, they're getting a guard potential with Zach LaVine.
Honestly, like, do they? I don't think Collier's a top 10 pick though.
I mean, maybe you take Dalton Connect here. If you get Zach LaVine, do you try to win now and you take Dalton Connect? For a team that wasn't really that far off in the plane.
Yeah, let's. I think Connect here would be good. They have that, they
and get that score.
He just feels like a Utah Jazz player to me.
Yeah, and like you got to think, they could probably they could be thinking, hey, let's run a uh Keontae George, Colin Sexton, Dalton Connect, Laurie Markkinen, and Walker Kessler. Like that's a good starting five, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
So here you just traded for Josh Giddey, so I don't
Yeah,
know
so
if you're
I don't
going
think they
for a
tried to
guard
point.
anymore.
Nope, I don't think so either.
And at that point, do you go with Tijuan Salon?
T-John, T-Juan.
I don't know how to fucking say it.
Here's the thing. So I think it's too early, but I could see them being a dark horse pick of Khalil Ware.
Yeah.
Just because, like, with them trading, it looks like now they're starting to trade. They traded,
Yeah.
Levine. They're probably going to trade
Drummond's
Vucevic.
gone.
Mm-hmm. It's very, it's up in the air right now. Honestly, like, on who they draft here. I don't think they'll draft a guard, so those top three are out.
Yeah.
Scroll down.
Maybe a Filipowski here.
I've heard he's falling. Tyler Smith, I've heard, has a very high upside. I think.
You go the developmental because you know you're going to be in a long
T-John Salon. Yeah.
I mean, they call him the French Giannis.
Yeah. I think you take a risk here. Yeah. I think they'll go. I think we'll take him. We'll take him here.
If this is the way the board falls, I think they'll have to take him here.
Yeah.
Without having a major reach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, Devin Carter.
Do they need him now?
Or do they take that? Go to the fours.
DeRon Holmes.
I like DeRon Holmes here, dude.
I can
Okay.
see on.
Okay, DeRon Holmes, go to center.
Maybe a Khalil Ware. But
I'm kind of leaning towards DeRon Holmes right now.
yeah. And I think I heard the Thunder like DeRon Holmes defense. Which if they get DeRon Holmes, they just rock.
Well, I think they get Devin Carter or DeRon Holmes or
nobody's fucking scoring on this team if they get one of those two.
I don't think they take a guard here. And I think I like DeRon Holmes over Kyle Filipowski. I think he has a very good game. So I'll take DeRon Holmes 12. I like him here. And he got invited to the green room, so someone promised to draft him.
Yeah.
Here, I think
you can reach on a Filipowski here.
I think they'll take a guard.
Which one?
I think Collier, just because I feel like he'd be a lot better. Because Dillingham, I mean, he's more ball oriented.
I mean, Isaiah Collier was once projected to be the number one pick.
Yeah, and I just feel like he's better. Like, you got to look at this team, right? I think he's better fitted, to be alongside De'Aaron Fox because he's like he can score. Like Isaiah Collier can score the ball. You can have De'Aaron.
Shoot the three though. That's the one problem with him. He cannot.
I think he can't shoot the three. Like, go back in his draft or his. Not there yet. I mean,
not very active off ball.
Really
really inconsistent.
Yeah. I just think they take a guard here. Or,
I'll go Isaiah Collier here.
Okay.
Keep him in California.
Yeah.
This fucking team again. Don't know what they want. Maybe take Filipowski here.
Go down. Or scroll down like roster.
Oh, roster. Well, I mean, you drafted Cody Williams, so I think that eliminates for a guard. Maybe a forward. Maybe a Tyler Smith. Another developmental piece.
Let's have them reach in for Tyler Smith. Very. big boom or bust
Like
player.
with
But if
Porter
you can
Jr.
hit his boom, he can be like a star, in my opinion.
Okay,
Here-
Miami Heat. I
I
don't know
think-
what they're doing. I don't know if Jimmy Butler's gone or not.
I think you're taking a point guard here. Who
Which
do you
one?
take though? Would you take Dillingham or Carter?
Dude,
I don't think Dillingham should fall this far.
I don't think.
I'm either Dillingham or Carter.
What do you? Okay, here's your question. Do you think Jimmy Butler's gone?
I'm not
Uh,
quite sure.
Because I think this is how you determine who you draft. If you want to go youth, I would go Dillingham. But if Jimmy Butler returns, I think you go Devin Carter.
Yeah.
So what should our premises be here? Does Jimmy Butler return?
I just don't.
Or is Jimmy Butler a Laker?
Okay, let's go Devin Carter.
Yeah. And I
I
think
like
he's
the
more
idea.
of a Heat
I like the
culture
idea of
player.
Dillingham, falling.
Did he fall to the 76ers?
I could see them drafting McCain here. Getting that shooter. But they also have Buddy.
Maybe you go Dillingham here.
I go Zidfo, yeah.
Average 15 points per game. Not tall. On-ball defense isn't good, but you don't. Tyrese Maxey. Do you want another Tyrese Maxey on your
That's
team?
what I'm saying. I don't think he's gonna be I don't think he's gonna mesh up with another good guard. You know what I mean?
Maybe you go big man here. Back up Joel Embiid.
Or a 3. Let's go to 3. Go to the 3s. Ooh, dude, Ryan Dunn. She's so good defensively. So good
I
defensively.
can. Do you think the 76ers reach?
He's so good defensively, but he has no offense. He's so bad on offense. I think this would be a good spot for Filipowski.
Yeah.
I think you get him next to Joel Embiid. You have good paint presence, and yeah. And then
Oh,
here,
boy.
I think.
Hold
honestly,
on. Let me do my team, okay, Stu?
Okay. I think I know where we're gonna go. I think you have.
There is a lot of rumors here. We are really interested in Tristan De Silva, which is kind of crazy to me. But
Yeah, but
see,
I don't think I don't think you can let Dillingham pass.
here's the problem. It's not a good center free agent market. It's probably one of the worst in years, and you need a big.
Yeah, but there's a couple good down the board. I personally would not let if I was
think
Lakers,
personally, I think the Lakers trade up at some point in this draft. They'll trade up and get another first round pick.
I just think where the draft has fallen, I think you have to go Rob Dillingham.
But I also like Jared McCain here for the shooting. That was the Lakers' problem. Let's see. Well, I guess he can shoot.
And having him, be that dominant, pass first point guard, and that could score, I think you should.
Yeah, and this is probably who I don't know how much of a JJ Redick decision this is.
Yeah.
But I'll agree. I'll say if Dillingham really falls, I would take him.
Yep.
But I mean, you saw this happen last year. Cam Whitmore fell, and the Lakers just completely fumbled the bag and drafted Jalen Hood fucking Shafino.
Yeah.
Like, fucking bullshit, by the way.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay.
Here? I gotta be right back. My computer is almost ready to die.
Oh boy. I'll continue this draft.
Yeah. Well, let me know. Just tell them your thought process right now, because I think this is a position where almost anybody can get taken. So I'll be right back.
All right. So looking at this roster here, they have bigs. They have Wendell Carter and Paolo Banchero. I know you don't. You have a lot of bigs further down the board here. You need a backup, obviously. Maybe you go. I think you can go Messi here, or you can go Khalil Ware. Like, we can look Khalil Ware. I mean, he's more of a shot blocker, and Messi, you can probably develop him into. I mean, this is two really good defensive players, which would really fit your culture. I'm gonna wait for Stuvie. Looks like Stuvie might be back here very shortly. Maybe not. Okay, so in my opinion, and maybe you could see. Oh, Stuvie's back. All right, we'll get him to come. Hold on, we haven't drafted anybody yet, so I gave my thinking, Stuve. I'm stuck. I'm between Khalil Ware or Messi. Messi, whatever the hell you say it.
All right. So for this, I think
they go big. They don't have a backup center.
Mm-hmm.
So I was stuck between Ware or Messi here.
I also think this can be a great spot for McCain too, though, with the shooting.
But I think you have your guards pretty set.
Yeah, I think I would take Ware just because he can space the floor.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll go Ware here.
Yeah.
Okay, first pick for the Raptors here. I think McCain goes here. McCain won't fall this far. Simply to put it simply. Sorry, Jacoby.
What's their guard positions looking like?
So it looks like they have Quickly, RJ Barrett, Grady Dick. So you probably.
I don't think they take a guard here though. But I mean, I think if he falls, I think you have to. So I think McCain, yeah.
And this was Indiana's first round pick.
Yeah.
20.
Here, I think they go.
It doesn't look like they're blowing it up.
No. So I think they go with Tristan De Silva here. It's kind of.
Yeah, I think the Cavs were one of the teams. It was the Cavs, 76ers, and Lakers interested in De Silva.
Yeah, I just think he's a Cav. I mean, they need small forward. I hate to say it, but George Niang is getting towards his later years and starting to get older. So
Pelicans. I mean,
Yaves. I'm a big Yaves Messi fan here.
I mean, Valanciunas is gone.
Yeah, he's like Messi is a solid defensive player, and if he can develop into that player he can be, he's gonna be a defensive fucking god.
Carlton Carrington here, point guard. Devin, you need to get somebody that could take the ball out of Devin Booker.
How was your shooting this year?
But
I mean, I could also see Carlton Carrington here, or go to point guard. I've seen Kolek has been a very hot target for the Suns right now.
I think, he's a good defender, right?
Yeah, and
So,
I think he'd be a good point guard next to D-Book, not having to have the ball in his hands to be successful. So, yeah, I like Kolek here. Bucks. Ooh, I think
if Jacoby Walters here.
Yeah, I think you have to take him here just because of the. You have to go Walter. He's fallen. Like I said before, I'm not a big Jacoby Walter fan. He was a very big letdown at Baylor this past season. And but I mean, if you can get his shooting, he'll be solid.
Knicks. I mean, we mocked him here before. But then again, I could also see the Lakers trading up because they also like Edie.
Go to point guard.
Unless you go Carrington here.
Shooting guard. I see them taking Terrence Shannon.
Stuvie, you got to do it. Since we're going to have him taking Terrence Shannon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, So during this season, this young man, I should call him young man even though he's older than me. He got accused of rape, and I've said some very bad things about him.
Some very hurtful things.
However, I will say that I have said he's a good basketball player, just fucking awful person. Okay, I said you can go back and listen to that.
Yes. Are you gonna take away the awful person thing?
Yes, he. I think it's a very good life lesson. You know what I mean? You can't really. Wow, life lessons.
Just apologize to him.
It's
We
a
don't
very good
wanna
life
go into the
lesson.
life
You know, you
lesson.
can't.
Don't
Well,
falsely accuse people of rape.
Yeah, yeah,
Essentially.
and you're innocent unless proven guilty. Unless you're O.J. Simpson. Um, but yeah, I deeply apologize for Terrence Shannon. Like I said, he's a very good basketball player.
I hope he doesn't see this podcast and we both get fucking sued for defamation, Stu.
I mean, that's all 23 viewers are gonna.
Hey, you might have to apologize to that one Illinois guy.
Yeah, I deeply apologize to Terrence Shannon. I think he's gonna be a good player, but BT still fucking hate him for what he did to Iowa State.
You could say he never mind.
Don't.
I think the Lakers straight up here. Man,
If you want to, you can.
I just don't. The Lakers are really, I'd say they really, really like.
But you also said multiple times in this podcast that we're not doing trades.
That's fair. I won't do it, but I would not. I would say I would not be surprised if the Lakers straight up for
Yeah.
Zach Edey at
So
some
let's
point
look at
if
the
he falls.
roster.
I mean,
I think I have an idea of who I'm going to take here. Yeah,
Hartenstein's potentially gone.
he's probably going to leave. Yeah.
And then you know what, Stu, who are they gonna take?
I'm either leaning towards Furphy or center. Which look at the centers.
I mean, it's literally just fucking Edey at this point.
Yeah, I think they'll go. But do you think they can bring one in there in free agency? That's what my thing.
It's not a good market, Stu. I mean, the best
Yeah, but,
player
like-
is
Yeah,
the
but here's the
best?
thing. You look at it like this, right? You're going to be paying a
something
first
to-
round pick more than. You sent me a thing earlier.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna try to find the list of all the good centers. So, in no order, this is your 6 best centers. You have Mason Plumlee, Andre Drummond, JaVale McGee, Isaiah Hartenstein, Daniel Tice, and Jonas Valanciunas.
I think for the sake of this, I think I'm gonna go Furphy here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think he'd be a good developmental player, and he's a good shooter.
Okay. I think if Carlton Carrington's here for
Him
Washington,
and Alex Sarr would be such a good duo for Washington. Yeah, I like him here.
I mean Ryan Dunn here matches everything about their culture.
Yeah, they need a defensive player. They also need a backup point guard. What is the point guard looking like? The point guards. Yeah, I don't think KJ Simpson goes here. Scroll down slowly.
Maybe a Jamal Shed.
No, not this early, Bronny. No.
Most of these players are coming back.
Yeah. Yeah, I go. Ooh, Baylor Shireman here, dude.
Yeah, you could talk me into it. But
Dude,
they might have PTSD from the last Creighton player they drafted. Justin Patton.
yeah, but Shireman I think can do a lot of good. And he's also very more dynamic than
We'll go with Baylor Sherman.
Yeah.
Shout out Creighton.
I like
Shout out
Sherman here.
Omaha.
here.
I mean,
Oh,
no fucking no
I
way.
think Ryan Dunn. This is a
Yeah.
good place for Ryan Dunn.
But this also depends. Maybe get Michael Porter Jr.'s off the team or
Yeah.
whatever
It just
happens. But we'll go
depends.
Ryan Dunn here. I mean, you can go Zach Edey here.
Who's next? I think someone trade. You know what? Fuck it. Just let the Lakers trade up here.
Yes.
I'll allow it.
Because
Where are they at?
realistically, I don't see. I mean, I can see the Celtics drafting Edie next, but like, I think like the ultimate fuck you trade. You know what I mean? You know
Well,
what I mean, BT?
yes.
Yeah.
Give me Zach Edey on the Lakers. Okay, sorry.
And then
Okay.
here,
I mean, Keshawn George here. Maybe Hunter Salas.
he's back to
Oh.
Wake Forest.
Fuck. Maybe McCullough.
Jalen Tyson here is interesting. Yeah, that
Oh, I
Colorado.
guess we haven't even fucking shout out the Boston Celtics for winning the NBA championship yet.
Fuck him. We'll get into that next thing.
Oh yeah.
What are you thinking here?
I
I
have
think it's
no-
either the top three players. One
I
of the
think
top
you go
three players.
McCullough.
Yeah, but
But I
Jalen
don't
Tyson
like-
has more shooting.
Or maybe Keshawn George and you just develop him.
Yeah, but
I really don't know what the Celtics want.
let's look at their. Let's scroll down and look at their guard depth.
I mean, Derek White, he's gonna have to be gone. They can't pay him.
Honestly, I think they could risk taking Keyshawn George. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
know,
Derek
develop
White's
him in the G
probably
League.
gone, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
and I'll take risking Keyshawn George here.
And that's the last of the.
Take a picture of it, BT.
It'll be on the pod, so we can come back to it.
right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now the topic I didn't want to talk about. Oh, the worst NBA Finals in NBA history. The Boston Celtics win against the Dallas Mavericks. And Cornball Jason. I'm just happy Cornball Jason.
Tatum's been so cringy.
Cornball. He's been a cornball.
Yeah.
Oh, call me champ from now on. Fucking idiot.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
He mimicked every single celebration you fucking could.
Yeah, no.
Did the Kobe, did the fucking
Kevin Garnett.
did the Kevin Garnett, did cornball ass. And he didn't even win finals MVP. He did all that to not even win finals MVP.
Shout out Jaylen Brown.
The best player on the Celtics.
Yeah. Shout out Drew Holiday. Do you think Drew Holiday's a Hall of Famer?
No, yeah. Yeah. There's no way he's not.
I agree.
It's
Shout
just-
out O'Shea Brissett, former Pacers legend.
shout
Any
out
former
Peyton-
Lakers?
Shout out Peyton Pritchard, former Oklahoma Sooner commit.
Really?
That's hold on. Let's see if I can pull it up.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a very boring. And you know, I predicted it right. I predicted the Celtics would win it all during our preseason prediction, and not our preseason predictions, but our finals predictions. BT, you do have a former Laker on the Celtics team.
Who?
You went to Kansas.
I don't even know if I can know.
Russian boy.
Oh, Svi.
Yeah.
Okay. Those were down years, bro.
Any more?
Nothing really breaking. I guess should we talk about the college basketball new tournament format?
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw it.
you didn't.
They are looking to expand to 72 or 76 teams.
No, fuck that. No. That's just stupid.
Can I get you into the rules? They would get rid of the 16 seed play-ins. So, and they would make, if they do 72, they would make every single 11 seed a play-in game, which I think would be hella more entertaining than watching
The tournament's
Norfolk's.
fine the way it is.
Not in my eyes. Not when your team's constantly left out when they played one of the toughest schedules in college
That's
basketball.
just because the fucking commissioners who pick it are fucking retarded.
Let me have it. I would have two freaking NCAA tournament appearances if they would expand it to 4 more teams. First team
No.
left out 2 fucking times, two.
Just one game.
You have never had to feel the pain of your team being the first team left out ever.
That's facts.
You either know your team's gonna be in or you know they're gonna be out.
Not. Yeah.
Which is bullshit. I just want to have that feeling for once.
I think they should keep it the way it is, and then I also think you guys are gonna be better at basketball this year. So
Fucking SEC. Okay. I think we're just gonna skip baseball for now because nothing eventful's happening. Let's just go straight to fucking trivia, should we?
all you need to know about baseball, ladies and gentlemen, that the Cubs suck ass and the Dodgers are getting by. Second best team in
There
the
you
West.
go. There you go.
Cubs suck ass.
So I'm gonna start my trivia. I'm gonna have 2 NFL teams, just completely at random. You know what? I haven't even.
You gonna read the rules to me?
Yeah, so I'm gonna name you a player that it'll get more obscure. I'm gonna name you a player that played for both the teams, and you have to try to guess. I guess you're gonna have to try to guess the teams.
He played for?
Yes, essentially.
Okay.
So, let's see if I can find. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna choose an easy one. Okay, I'll choose an easy one for you to show. Okay, hold on. Now my internet's not loading. Okay. Huh. Okay. One really absurd one. Brian Hoyer. And I'll let you know if you have one of the 2 teams you guess correct.
Browns and Patriots.
Holy fucking shit. No way. You got it on the first try, bro.
I mean, those are the only teams I associate them with.
Okay, so now we'll do an NBA one.
Dude. What other did he play? The only other teams I associate him with are the Colts. Yeah, I mean he's played for Cardinals, Texans, Bears, Niners, Raiders. Yeah, I only associate him with like the Browns and Patriots. But yeah,
Okay. Okay.
ain't no love.
You ready? For the NBA? Sam Perkins is your first one.
The fuck is Sam Perkins?
Play in the 90s.
Bruh. The fuck? Bruh. I want to say this.
He was a very big impact on winning a championship in the 90s, or making a championship in the 90s for one team. I'll give you that hint.
Go Lakers and Celtics.
You got the Lakers right.
Bruh.
Okay. Number 2. I guess number 3. DJ Augustine.
So this is like a different team
Playing
or
on
the
the
same
Lakers
team?
in 2022. And I'm not going to tell you the other team. You still have to guess the other team.
The Magic?
Eh. Okay, it'll get a little bit easier here. For your number 3, Roy Hibbert.
Pacers?
Yeah, Pacers and Lakers.
Dude.
TJ Augustine played on the Pacers in 2013. Played on the Lakers in 2022.
Really? He played on the Pacers? No
Sam
way.
Perkins played on the Pacers from 1999 to 2001. Played on the Lakers in 1991 to 1993. And
Is he even
then,
good for us?
what was
He
my
had
other one?
5 fucking points, BT.
And then, wait, what was my other one? Oh, that was it. My last guess I would have gave you Meta World Peace, aka Ron Artest. So
I mean that, yeah. I like that.
you don't
We could
like
probably
that?
do that. We could do that and like do the like name an NBA player like yes or no.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what
yeah,
I
yeah.
did last week. We
Yeah.
can do that. We can like be like.
And then you could also do
right-
the years. You just have to let the person know what you're doing before. So
Yeah,
we'll go back
yeah.
to the point scoring system next week. We've experimented enough. But
Yep,
we're running
and
a little bit longer than we normally do here.
Yes, sir.
So we will be back
Uh,
next week. It might be a shorter one, I would say.
You get off at what time? You get off at work?
If I get off at 4:30, which
Well,
we
could
might
do,
we
like-
might just do
we
like
could do,
a 30.
We can do
Talk
like a
about-
5 to 6 something or.
We might just talk about college football and NFL, and then get
Yeah.
out.
Yep, and if anything, we have a big
Watch-
week. We have a big
watch.
month coming up. Big month coming up, BT.
I know, I
Free
think-
agency.
Yes, and we might have to take a week off the first week of July
Yeah.
because obviously I will be moving, and
Yeah, it's 4th of July.
yeah, and the Wednesday is my mom's birthday on July 3rd,
That's my sister's birthday.
and the Thursday is July 4th. So we might just take that whole weekend off for
Yeah.
another mini summer vacation, but we will be
Yeah.
back the following week.
Yep. But yeah, as of right now, we plan on going live next Wednesday.
Yes.
Like
Around like
5:30.
5:30. Well,
Um,
5:15, we'll say.
Yeah, because
And it might just be like a quick 30-minute.
Yeah, because Thursday is the second round, and that's at like 2 or 3.
3 o'clock. I gotta work.
Yeah, in the second round, yeah.
5 fucking minutes.
But yeah, we're
Thank you.
behind on our uploading.
Yeah,
on
I had to get. I
Spotify,
have to.
so that's
It's
fine.
because I had a problem with this, and
Yeah, we're good.
I got my
though.
computer fixed. It might not. It might still be a little bit, but
Yeah,
because I have to
we'll get
log
it
back and
uploaded.
everything. So,
Yeah.
all right. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we will see you all next week.